Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us and welcome to another edition of Transformer Facts Friday. This is the second weekly roundup show that I like to do on this channel, which again gives me the perfect opportunity to do exactly that. Keep you guys updated with things that are going on in the world of Transformers. I'll let you know what's happening with this YouTube and of course my Instagram, which is toys_rus. Now, as of yet, quite typically, not too much has dropped overnight for me. I've got a few things to show you. A lot of it already, those figures that we've seen, these are just different images from different websites, etc., which I still want to share with you. Knowing my luck, something else will happen just after this, but if it does, of course, I'll get it to you straight away. So, of course, Rise of the Beast hype, it's getting bigger and bigger. I've got some more in-hand images, not mine, unfortunately, of Rise of the Beast Voyager class cheetor. Now, the reason why I've got these is because I'm loving the fact that we can actually have a clear look at the backdrop, so we're obviously going to get more aware of what this scene is, getting closer to the movie. We've got some lovely close-up images of indeed the head and indeed the mouth. So because I've not watched Beast Wars 2, I can't 100% relate to what Rodimus Primal was saying. Maybe if you let me know in the comments, I'll have a quick look, as I say myself. But I thought for exactly the reason he made the comment on the mouth, I'm going to have a look at these images and share them with you. That's to give you an idea of how big he is compared to, of course, Tigertron, which was another Voyager class figure, but in the Kingdom toy line. So you can see he completely holds his own against that figure. And he looks really commanding. And as I say, I like the Transmetal look. I like the fact that you've got all the robotic sort of parts. Yes, it's very Terminator-esque, whatever, but not as brutal or as gory, but I just like it. I think it looks really good, and I am very, very excited for the movie. Right, we just briefly saw, I can't wait to get this one of my little ones, Rescue Bots Classic Heroes Team Starscream. This is so cool. So this is basically a one-step change. It's obviously aimed at younger viewers, and yeah, part of the Rescue Bots. It's super simple. It will obviously just fold up into a jet, but what I even like about this is, you'll see in a second, they've even got this sort of sly or maniacal, whatever grin that you want to call him. Even on a Rescue Bots figure, they've kind of managed to do that, which I think is brilliant. There's the alternate mode. It looks so cute, but so good at exactly the same time. And do you know what? I'll buy it and I'll do a review of it. I don't care. I think it looks absolutely great. Right, here's something else I've seen and I've shown you. Not in hand, obviously. This is, of course, Frieza, again, from Rise of the Beast. But this is taken from Takara Tomi's pre-order website. And what I like about this is, it looks like there's more decals or details on it from what I've seen before. So you can see fully now, just, again, the metallic looking bits on it. The detail here, there, going up the back, looks amazing. I hadn't noticed this before. Even when they had the actual figures on the Fans First, I didn't notice just how detailed it was. And these pictures from Takara Tomi's actual website make him look and display so much better. Now, the next thing, again, we've already seen, but because it's so popular at the moment and I was talking about it, I'm just going to feature the images of it. However, I think this definitely, again, does add fuel to the fire that I don't believe, and I'm crossing my fingers as well as I'm saying this, I really don't believe that this is the finished article or the final product, because for all the reasons that everybody's pointing out. I mean, obviously the head doesn't look like it's fully closing together, and it makes no sense to me why they would use a different yellow paint on the legs and maybe even the head when they've used, you know, the gold reflective paint on all the other ones of the Dinobots. So it does, I mean, I am really excited for this figure. As I say, I've not watched the video, I'm just taking these images from TFW 2005, by the way. So I've not watched the video. Again, you can see how detailed the figure looks, how amazing it looks, how big it is compared to the other versions we've had. And as I say, I'm crossing my fingers as well as saying at the same time that I really do believe that the yellow that we're seeing in the alternate mode, I'm going to show you again. I mean, the reason why I'm showing you these images, just look how big the figure is. That's obviously leader class. These are Voyager class figures here standing next to him. You really are getting a leader class size figure here, and it looks great. I mean, I suppose Ironhide is a Voyager, but maybe not. But again, he's half the size. There are all the Dinobots again. And once more, just a quick shot of this mode. Again, hoping that they sort the colour scheme out with regards to the legs. I can't see why they wouldn't. But again, because everyone's talking about it, I just wanted to show you the images as well. Also, I found on tformers.com, and I'm not going to read it all out to you. It's quite an interesting read. It's about Hasbro's fourth quarter, their earnings call, their focus, their blueprint, etc. I'm not going to read you all that. There's quite a big article on it. There's also their plans for the future, which is brilliant because it's what all we need to know. So the outlook for 2023 is positive with the focus on Blueprint 2.0, focusing on fewer and bigger brands to connect and engage fans with major properties. So it's basically their big players, they're ones that are selling really well, or the ones that I think they are going to sell really well. So Magic the Gathering, Dungeons and Dragons, Nerf, Peppa Pig, Play-Doh, Hasbro Gaming and Transformers. So more promotions around action figures and accessories. And they also plan to improve their direct-to-consumer and licensing opportunities as well. So there's a full write-up of that on T-Formers, and it probably will be on TFW 2005 as well by now as well. Again, that's pretty much it for the actual news. I just wanted to share again a couple of other things and creators and things that I use all the time for people who live in the UK, but they do ship abroad as well. This is Robot Recruits. This is who I always refer to when I buy my Studio Series from Masterpiece Figures. This is their website in the UK. They don't just sell Transformers, they sell Zoids, Flame Toys, Trumpeter model kits, etc. And they also do a membership scheme. So if you live in the UK, it's well worth a note at having a look at that. It's a bit like the Hasbro Pulse thing where you pay a bit of membership, you don't have to pay for postage on any of your orders, etc. And of course, there's even more benefits if you're a channel member because you get a chance to do pre-orders as well. So I just want to feature them. And then finally, I want to feature this chap. Again, amazing. K2 on Instagram. He takes amazing photos of figures. He started off just doing loads of Optimus Primes on with probably one of the best Optimus Prime collections I've ever seen. But of course he photographs other figures as well. So if you've got Instagram and you don't follow him, K2_Transformers, he is well worth a follow. But that for the moment is all the news. I fully expect to be speaking to you again regarding something else that's dropped or appeared over the weekend, because that just seems to be the way things are happening at the moment. With regards to figures, I've still got an abundance of figures to get through. I'm so sorry I'm so far behind. I've even got another figure that Duke Nukem sent to me, which again was a belated Christmas present, so thank you to him. You've seen the Galvatron video, that was from him. He sent me a hubcap as well. I can't wait to do the video on that. But yeah, the room should be done by the end of this weekend, so whether or not I'll do the full room tour just yet, because it's going to take me ages to reposition all the figures where I need them to go, etc. But yeah, it should be done. I'll give you an update. In fact, that's what I'll do. I'll do a definite update on that. I'm going to do a quick discussion as well on what I think the next Titan's going to be, or who it could be, and we can get involved with that. And I'm going to do another live next weekend as well, because it's the end of the month and I'm going to make these monthly, as I keep saying. And yeah, and again, thank you for everybody who's jumping on this second channel as well. For those of you who don't know about the second channel, it's just something that I did very quietly in the works. I've put it out there now. There's over 100 subs already there, which is lovely. It's basically just, I suppose, what I wanted this channel to be, but I love what this channel's become. This channel has just got so big. It's got these news thing, it's grown legs. It's exactly what it says. It's an archive of figures, not just G1, but it's mainly G1 focused, because what I'm going to do is put up every single figure that's ever been released on G1. I've managed to complete the collection. People want to see just the figures. They don't want to hear my voice waffling on all the time. And it's also different variants of figures, so showing date stamps of them, showing different packaging. And I will, obviously I'm not going to throw it all up straight away, because there's about 500 figures, including Takara and European exclusives. I'm drip feeding it on there, but eventually, by the time I'm done, there's well over 50, 60 videos already, to be honest. You will be able to go from season 1, Bumblebee, because he was, I think, first because of the B, obviously, in alphabetical order, from 1984 all the way to 1992, including Takara, including European exclusives. There's a link to it in the community on this particular page, because I put the Mexican version of Gears up there. If you want to check that out, check that channel out. Very short, quick videos. If you just want to have a look at the toys and not hear me talking about them, it's ideal for yourselves. But again, huge thank you to everybody for the support. The numbers are going up. I'm about 25 subs away from 7,000 on here. So again, huge thank you guys. 3-year anniversary coming up. Please take care.